Hey guys, and welcome to the XRP Insider channel. Alright, so, we're in this bull run, and we're just kind of waiting and seeing for that next Bitcoin move, but CryptoCon here bringing up a good point. The minimum price for the Bitcoin bull run market parabola to begin is now $128,000 per coin. He says, note that every cycle, and he makes a point to italicize, every cycle has had the entire bull run over the top line of the Fibonacci Bollinger Bands with no signs of diminishing. We've retested the top line as resistance twice now, but there have been no sustained breakouts. So, translation, the Bitcoin bull run hasn't even begun yet. So I would argue to say that it has begun. It did begin back in 2023, when we start seeing higher highs and higher lows. That is technically the sign of a bull market. So I would disagree with that. I think what a lot of people do consider the bull market, though, that blow off top. So 2017, we did see the baseline here, the top line breakout, January 2017. And then it was pretty much an entire year of a parabolic move for 2021. We did see it in and around here, November of 2020. But guys, we are still waiting for that breakout to occur. And the top line, what he is suggesting is $128,000 per coin. That is conservatively, and up to $250,000 per coin for Bitcoin. Currently, Bitcoin is, well, still just kind of trading sideways now on the day-to-day. This is generally what we see. It is boring, quite frankly. And, we're waiting for that breakout. Currently, Bitcoin at 1081. So we did bounce off resistance that was forming support back last week, down and around here. Now it is forming support on the micro time frames, but really, guys, we do need to get up past the new all-time high with conviction, and that is about $112,000 per coin, of course. Fear and greed at 65. I mean, we aren't seeing that, that sentiment in the space, the euphoric sentiment from the retail foamers. So we still have to wait for that. The market cap is only up by about 1/4%, and the CMC 100 only up by about 0.1%. So we are in the green. However, a crypto is, it's still just kind of chilling out. And I mean, I know this feels a little bit boring, comes to mind. The other thing, though, is that if you've experienced bear markets, you are probably a lot happier to be in this wait and see phase than in a down market. Let's bring up XRP real quickly here. XRP is also experiencing the same kind of thing at the moment. So this is the XRP chart on the 1 hour. And although we are slowly sliding downward here, XRP is still trying to build momentum upward. Again, that is just the 1 hour. If we throw this on the daily, the XRP trend looks very, very stable. So former resistance $1.96, as it was denoted from the high from back in 2021. We are staying above that level, and that is all positive news for XRP holders. Even on the daily trend, you guys can see in here, the XRP trend is actually making higher highs and higher lows. So when in doubt, zoom out. And for more information on where I think this market's going to go, follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I'm going to be doing a live Q&A session. I have not announced it yet to the Patreon subscribers, but I do believe I'm going to have it happen this Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So Saturday, May 31st. If you guys haven't joined the Patreon yet, sign up today. I feel like we're just in a pressure cooker at the moment because we are still waiting for quite a lot to happen with regards to the institutional money coming in. Jungle Inc. posting this. It is happening. XRP spot ETFs are now under review by the SEC. So the SEC is reviewing Wisdom Tree's XRP ETF, the first ever US spot XRP ETF. So this is the first in the United States. 240-day countdown starts now. This isn't speculation. This is a formal review. Wall Street's door to XRP will finally swing wide open. And so Jungle Inc. posting this article, the SEC begins review of the first spot XRP ETF bid with Wisdom Tree. So it's with that particular company. The U.S. Security and Exchange Commission has begun examining a new proposal for a spot XRP exchange traded fund or an ETF. The application was submitted by asset manager Wisdom Tree. If approved, this would be the first spot to XRP ETF in the country. The product is designed to allow investors to gain exposure to XRP without directly owning the digital assets. So this is good for a few reasons. Institutional money or institutional investors, they're not interested in learning on how to onboard crypto assets. They just want, the exposure. They just want their money to work for them. So, they can just purchase something that they're used to, an ETF, and they can get exposure to XRP on the flip side, or actually more of a dual benefit. If there is a lot of demand for the XRP ETF, that means that Wisdom Tree does need to purchase more XRP to back their ETF. So more demand for the XRP native currency as well. The SEC has opened a public comment period. It is seeking views on possible market manipulation and how bad investors would be protected. So that has always been, part of their reasoning as to why they were, for a lot of reasons, why they were scrutinizing XRP in court over the last 5 years. So they do want to do their due diligence. Here's a tweet. The SEC is officially reviewing the Wisdom Tree XRP Trust, the first U.S. spot XRP ETF application. The fund would track XRP's price via the CME/CFR Ripple dollar reference rate, and the review process is closely being watched. Okay, the outcome could indicate how the SEC may treat crypto assets beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the other thing is that XRP, this particular crypto asset, is different than Bitcoin and Ethereum, has already been classified not a security by the courts, but it is a different type of asset. It is, the first crypto asset that doesn't necessarily fall into the same category. So is this a question period? Is it meant to, perhaps scrutinize XRP and lay the groundwork for future cryptos coming down the pike? Since XRP is the first one, this bought us, for XRP holders, I think the institutional money is going to come into XRP first. And, as more of these ETFs become approved, it'll come into those other ETFs as the days, weeks, months go on, but XRP first. And I think, we will see an explosion for XRP price. Again, for more information on where I see this market going, because the real world utility aspect of it is secondary to where I think the spec market's going to go. So with regards to the spec market, I have one set of price targets, but if we do see real world utility, those price targets are going to be much higher. So again, follow me, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, if you're interested in seeing what I think with regards to this particular bull run. Because it's different. The real world utility is on our doorstep. So Bill also commented on this too. Okay, he said, excellent news. On March the 11th, 2025, the SEC designated a longer period to approve or disapprove the Wisdom Tree XRP Trust. The trust consists of XRP cash and cash equivalent. So giving us a little bit more information there. The order today starts a proceeding to approve or disapprove the necessary rule change to allow trading the shares in this particular trust. So we have now a longer question and answer period. This is a good sign, guys. This means crypto adoption is here to stay. We have had many governmental officials even commenting on this. Chad Steengraber commenting too. He says the amount of money inbound for the crypto market is almost unfathomable. He warns you guys, you have a limited time to get in. And it's because the Trump administration has now axed the Biden era barrier for crypto in your 401k plan. So guys, listen up. The Trump administration on Wednesday relaxed barriers in 401k, plans to buying crypto and digital related assets like NFTs and meme coins. The Labor Department rescinded guidance put in place by the Biden-era Labor Department in 2022 that aimed to safeguard 401k investors from such digital assets. At the time, the Biden labor officials cautioned employees to exercise extreme care before making crypto and relative investments available to their workers. They cited serious concerns about the prudence of exposing investors' retirement savings to crypto, given significant risks of fraud, theft, and loss. The Trump Labor Department has withdrawn that guidance in full. So now, guys, it is a green light to invest in cryptocurrencies. As per the Trump administration, they're neither endorsing nor disapproving of crypto. This is their official stance. The agency said the standard of extreme care cited by the Biden administration is not found in any Employee Retirement Income Security Act. And here's a quote. Prior to the 2002 release, the department had usually articulated a neutral approach to particular investment types and strategies, but the department said that it is neither endorsing nor disapproving of employees who decide to add crypto to their 401ks. So the Labor Department's reasoning extends to cryptocurrencies and a wide range in quotes of digital assets like tokens, coins, crypto assets, and any derivatives thereof. That is a direct quote. So eliminating the red tape, giving crypto investors the green light. What this shift means for 401k investors. You guys probably want to know. Some observers will likely view the Labor Department move as an olive branch to the pro-crypto crowd, signaling to employees that they can add digital assets to their 401k lineups and without consequence. This coming from Philip Chow, a certified financial planner and retirement plan investor consultant. That may be the intended message, says Chow, the founder of Experiential Wealth. He says, but he added, I think it's the wrong message. I think the Trump administration ultimately, though, does want Americans to be wealthy. So they are going to try tooth and nail to help, every American do what they can within their power to help themselves become more wealthy. And if that means investing in cryptocurrency, of course, you still do need to know a little bit. I guess you can set it and forget it. You can put Bitcoin in a 401k and just kind of hodl it for 30 years, whatever you want to do. That could, in fact, increase your gains. I think stifling crypto adoption and stifling crypto innovation is, the biggest problem that we had in the Biden era. And, well, Donald Trump has just broke crypto, so he obviously does not want to see that. Anyway, wanted to thank Chad for posting that. Now Smoke, guys, bringing this to our attention. This was as of May 2025. So just as of this month, SBI is using R3's Cordo with XRP. So this is now confirmed SBI Holdings. Okay, this is their report for their financial results, dated May the 9th, brand new here. They list the SBI Work Group Alp and the Web3 network. Gives you guys a pictorial view of their ecosystem here. Check out over here. International money transfer services using Ripple's money transfer solution that utilizes XRP. So even specifically mentioning the utilization of XRP, on top of which JV with R3 of the US and SMFG, provider of the blockchain platform COA. So running on the CR blockchain, guys, utilizing XRP. And this, of course, brand new as of May 9th, 2025. Only about 20 days ago as of the time of this recording. So great news there, coming from SBI. And, we're waiting for, big adoption for XRP utility. It is good to see that XRP is being used in some, smaller capacities, but still, at least some capacity nonetheless. Anyway, wanted to thank Smoke for posting that, guys. We also have this JD Vance. He was at the Bitcoin 2025 conference in Las Vegas. Subjective Views posting this clip. Let's talk a little bit more about the governmental aspect of this and U.S. dollar dominance when it comes to the new financial system and preserving U.S. dollar dominance. We do not think stablecoins threaten the integrity of the U.S. dollar. This is what Vance did say at the Bitcoin conference. Listen to this. In this administration, we do not think that stablecoins threaten the integrity of the United States dollar. Quite the opposite. In fact, we view them as a force multiplier of our economic might. Dollar peg stable coins, particularly once genius is enacted, is only going to help the American economy, and it's only going to help the American dollar. And he says this because they realize that the new financial system is shifting, and the US dollar as a digital version is just the next logical step. If they want to play ball, the United States doesn't want to be left behind. And so, using a stable coin is, what every country is doing, whether it's a CBDC or a stable coin. Every single country is, mostly every country. I don't want to say every single country on the planet, but every single country, most countries are working on theirs so that they can keep relevant. And JD Vance, I guess, is just explaining this. Considering the US dollar is the world's reserve currency, it does make sense that some people would be apprehensive at the Bitcoin conference, though, I guess. I would think that Bitcoin maximalists or anybody really who is attending the conference, they would understand the concept of US dollar dominance. They would understand the concept of a stable coin vis the US dollar. But I guess this could also just be a platform for Vance to just kind of proclaim this and have it out there on the record. Anyway, wanted to thank Subjective Views for posting that. Now guys, we got some big news. The Saudi prince per his own quote. Okay. He met with President Trump and decided the timing was right for an XRP-focused public company. So this is big news. Okay, so that was originally posted by Good Morning Crypto. Here are some of the details. Okay, from Krypton Writer here. Okay, fascinating to see this play out. The company intends to use the majority of the funds raised to accumulate XRP and establish its XRP-focused treasury operations, as well as to contribute and invest in the XRPL DeFi ecosystem. Okay, and down here, this is the quote from Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki. Abdulaziz Al Saud. Okay, he said, "We have been investors in the digital asset sector for a decade and have been long-term holders of XRP. Boom goes the dynamite. After reviewing a number of listed vehicles seeking to embrace a digital asset treasury model, we selected Vivo Power, given its strategic focus on XRP and its objective to contribute to building out of the XRPL ecosystem. Furthermore, we are committed to the long-term partnership objective that we share with Kevin Chin and his team. We are honored to be leading this capital raising for a company that will be the first in the world executing on an XRP-focused treasury strategy. Having met with President Trump and his leadership group during their recent visit to Saudi Arabia, we believe the timing is appropriate for digital assets and blockchain technology to be ruled out in the kingdom. And we are delighted to be assisting Vivo Power in this regard. So, boom goes the dynamite, guys. Talking to Donald Trump, specifically looking to help foster the XRP ecosystem from a Saudi prince, no less. Niche Bucks here exclaiming this is one of the most bullish events in XRP history. I could not agree more. A Saudi prince has funded a publicly traded company undergoing a strategic transformation into the world's first XRP-focused digital asset enterprise. And yes, that was the quote there from that report. The company is basically spinning off 2 of its subsidiaries to focus on buying XRP and supporting XRP DFI across the XRP ledger. I mean, what does this prince who met with Donald Trump, by the way, 2 weeks ago and cited their conversation as the reason for the timing know about the future of XRP? He knows more than people on X. So Donald Trump probably also does have plans. Plans within plans within plans. I mean, we know Donald Trump did meet with Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alati, had that beef dinner. You guys remember that? I'll link that video up here if you guys didn't catch that. Each Bucks goes on to say, we wanted a micro strategy. Well, seems we got one backed by an XRP bull Saudi prince and an ex-Ripple board member who is well known in crypto. If this is a viable strategy for public companies, we will see far more XRP treasuries play out. So there you have it, guys. This is the official announcement. Vivo Power announces a $121 million private funding round to become the first XRP treasury focused publicly traded company. So the capital was raised by that particular prince who invested 100 million. The deal requires shareholders' approval, though, and this is with the next meeting scheduled on June the 18th, 2025. And the rising demand for XRP by institutional investors has helped the altcoin gain more bullish sentiment in recent times. We've also got Bank XRP posting the same, the direct filing here from the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. So we know it is legit Vivo Power International. And this was just registered May 28th. So yesterday, if you guys are watching this on the day that I'm releasing it, I will link all this in the description for you. Very interesting to see that this does coincide with Donald Trump meeting the Saudi prince just a few short weeks ago. So what does he know about Ripple and XRP? What does he know about the future? What is Donald Trump telling him, guys? It's all looking very, very interesting and very, very beneficial for XRP hodlers. That's just my opinion. And for more opinions on where I think this market's going to go, because the price of XRP is not going to stay this low for long. You can follow me at patreon.com/workmoneychannel. Going to have a live Q&A event this Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you got to sign up for the Patreon to get the details on that. And if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I do also have the Working Money Channel merch store with all kinds of fun XRP merch. The Send It Astronaut Tee, still I think the most popular design. Send it, let's get this show on the road. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.